The authentic devotee of Shiva sacrifices everything in service to him. This unconditional service requires the surrendering of self-serving identity. To know and understand life as an individual is the source of bondage. To know life as God is the source of freedom. Because our perception that's based in duality can only have a dualistic experience. And so much of the time, our perception and our projections are our way of continually reaching to prove our own truth, to hold on to what we know and to fit all the context of life into that. There's such amazing fear in the idea of letting go of my identity.
So if you haven't felt the fear yet, does that mean we're nowhere near it?
No, it means you will. Right, right. Usually we're not even responding to, oh, I'm fearful of doing it. We're just not doing it. We are perpetually extending our experience of life from our own perception, from our perception of separateness. From, I am not a G and I'm doing this, right? I am not a G and this happened to me. I am not a G and I'm doing this to these people, right? So our all our inputs and all our outputs are filtered through that perspective, if you will. And so what we're trying to suggest here is really the sacrificing of that perspective that allows us to, is our conscious choice to let go of it. I don't need to know what I think I know. I don't need to understand life from this perspective that I keep trying to understand it from. May I understand it from God's perspective. Feel it in yourself so much of the time, that kind of thing that comes up when we start talking about really surrendering our identity, right? That little contraction is there. That's okay. If it's not there, just keep letting go of the place of you that isn't afraid to lose its identity, right? Right. Okay, we can translate that experience of identity, if you will, our own limited identity. How does it really get translated in our daily experience?
Willfulness, trying to change things.
Yes, but even before that.
It starts with their sense of separation.
Yes, and that's another way of saying our experience of our identity is in relationship to something else. In relationship to the, if you will, the objects of our own experience, right? Right. That very thing is stating there's my experience in relationship to it, right? And how it affects me, how it doesn't affect me, right? Right. And so what we're attempting to do is to shift that experience so that our experience isn't in relationship to something. It's in relationship from within ourselves. encompassing what we engage, instead of it being some object of our awareness, some object of our experience. Because we've immediately, in doing that, reinforced the experience of duality. This is the experience of duality. There's me and there's something else. No matter what it is, there's me and my life. There's me and there's my life. And we so often experience that as two different things. And a proof of that is what? We're always trying to change our life. Because somehow we believe that in doing that, we're going to be different. Perhaps the greatest thing that can ever happen to us is that our life never changes. What a bitch that would be. What would that require of us?